I wasn't expecting too much. I didn't really have any shows to watch. I was like, why don't I start watching this? But as soon as I started episode 1, before I knew it, I was on episode 2, then episode 3, and then episode 4, and so on and so on and so on. Ring, ring, ring. Spoilers alert. I repeat, spoilers alert. Yo, what is up, you guys? Hope the partying like every day is your birthday, and holy schmackabee. What a review we got for you guys today. We are going to be talking about Stranger Things Season 4. Dun, dun, dun. Season 4's main story is about how the gang has all moved into high school and are adjusting to their new lives, while Will and Eleven are now in California, separated from the original group. But something starts to happen in Hawkins, and people are getting brutally murdered throughout the town, and no one knows why. Once the group figures out there is an evil subject somewhere still in the Upside Down causing mayhem in the town, damn, I sound like counting the hat. They know they must find him and end things before it is too late for everyone. I'm not a huge fan of side stories because usually they aren't done too well and take away from the main story of the show, but I loved the side story that they added about a certain someone who is alive but stuck and captured in Russia. So Joyce and Murray go on a wild journey to get him back. Most of the characters are the same as past seasons, with with few tiny exceptions. They are a little bit more grown up, matured. My dog Max be going through some trauma, and Eleven has lost her powers, so she has to go to a secret place to try and gain them back to save the world. I loved also the character Murray in this show. He was just a certified funny badass and was just a joy whenever you saw him on the screen, as well as some character that I had a love-hate relationship with, but I won't talk too much about, is Yuri. And if you saw the show, you know what I mean. This season of Stranger Things felt like a whole new chapter. The other seasons were mostly about the monster physically killing people and physically being present. While yes, this season still has a lot of physical aspects in it, I think they also took those to the next level. But what really separates this season from the other seasons is the focus on the psychological aspects. They truly dive deep into the mind about what will scare the bejesus out of you, and they keep the creepy meter at a max throughout pretty much the whole entire show. This season truly is, you guys, a horror film, and honestly a top tier one at that will keep you scared out of your mind but still wanting more. They did a fantastic job with the quality of production this season as well. They very, very much stepped it up from past seasons, uncomparable. I felt like the last seasons could be really cheesy at times. They were stretching things out, and I don't know, I really wasn't feeling them, especially season 2 and 3. I'm not saying season 2 and 3 were bad, but compared to season 4, it's unfathomable. I felt like season 4, we were in a whole nother world. You could tell that they did not spare a penny when it comes to the aspects of this show, and it was done beautifully. I wish I knew a better word for that. Exquisitely. Another thing they did very well this season is the small sound effects. I'd recommend watching this show in headphones to truly grasp the tiny little details that they put in this show to make it a masterpiece. The screams, weapons, whispers, and tons of more aspects that they put into this show to not only keep your eyes wanting more, but your ears as well. I was scared out of my mind this whole season, yet stayed on my toes because I was not ready for what was coming next. This season was a shock to me, you guys. It was a true shock. I wasn't expecting too much. I didn't really have any shows to watch. I was like, why don't I start watching this? But as soon as I started episode 1, before I knew it, I was on episode 2, then episode 3, and then episode 4, and so on and so on and so on. There really isn't many shows that I would be willing to sit down and watch all day and finish them in one day, But this season, I could not take my eyes off the screen. And after just another episode, I had so many questions, so many things I needed answered. I just couldn't stop, like an addict. This season 4 was one of my favorite seasons of TV shows I have seen in a long time. They did such a good job with every little aspect of the show that you just needed more and couldn't stop watching. And it was really the psychological aspect that they added in it that just separated it from all the others and brought it up a few levels. It's like it wasn't part of the original series, yet it still was at the same time, if you catch my drift. If I had to rate this season, I would give it a solid 9.4, 9.5, especially if you're comparing it to the other seasons of the show. I can't wait to see what they bring in season 5. I really hope and pray that they keep up the same level of work that they did with this season, and if it's even possible, make it even better. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about this season of Stranger Things. If you have seen, and if you have not, I recommend running to go check it out now, because you will not be disappointed. Also, real quick, I am so sorry, you guys, in the last review with my dumb ass. I don't know what I was thinking about with that Jobless Reincarnation review, and that is my mistake on messing up that Isekai and Ichi thing. I promise that will not happen again, and I'm really disappointed in myself that it even did, but I just wanted to say my fault on that, and geez. We got a lot of things coming to this channel in the future, so I would love to see you guys like and subscribe if you are new to the crew, because we got bangers on top of bangers that will be coming out very, very shortly, man. I love you guys, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. I hope you guys are partying like every day is your birthday, because you never know. Maybe one of these monsters will come and get you in your sleep. Deuces.